Well, I came to Louisville in '52 with General Electric Company, and my son at the time was 11 months old, and we were just looking for help any place we could find it. And I don't remember how we got in touch with the council, but anyway, we did. And I went to a parent meeting, it was a council meeting in those days, and I got involved.
I was involved because of my brother, Tim. My mother was actually one of the original founders of the council in 1952. One of the problems with early in the 50s was that there was nowhere to turn.
So many of them were at home, watching television or doing nothing, or in many cases were institutionalized because their families couldn't manage to care for them.
So it was obvious that there were a lot more people that needed help than the council or anybody else could take care of. And that was the focus. What are we going to do about all these people that desperately need help of some kind?
I think, like a lot of things, Congress tended to act very slowly with major legislation until there was enough of an outcry by the populace. There really wasn't a need for them to do anything.
The struggle was to get into the school itself and be part of the community.
Because I remember going out and making speeches and explaining why it was important to get people out of special schools and into regular schools, and there was so much opposition, not only from teachers and administration, but from other parents who were understandably fearful.
We didn't want a normal 5-year-old to look down at a MR 5-year-old. So, and the only way to do that is to have them in one place so they can appreciate the differences and not ridicule the differences.
When you are the parent of a disabled child, there's a sense that you are alone against the world. And when you come to the council, you know you're not.
When you have a child that has especially any significant developmental disabilities, you really have to have a support system. It's not just mom and dad, it has to be mom, dad, neighbors, the council, everybody that you can pull into that support system.
My son Daniel was born with Down syndrome, and when he was just 2 days old, we were still in the hospital. The council called and said, "Would you like a visit from a parent outreach volunteer?"
They are a wealth of knowledge. They have children who may be adults now, but they've gone through it.
The aspect of the council that I don't know that we even always think about is how much of a support network it is for those of us who care for handicapped people.
The council's been very instrumental in helping Daniel in an educational setting, helping him meet his educational goals.
I'm Daniel Tamaya. The council means a whole lot to me. It has built my confidence to believe in myself.
Daniel is an outgoing young man, but the council's given him so many opportunities, such as public speaking, meeting other people, being involved in the community, just being out there meeting and greeting. It's helped him have a high self-esteem and just think well of himself and be confident.
I work at Ceridian, and what they do is that they let me scan the documents.
The council was instrumental in helping network with other professionals in looking at Daniel's interests, what his strengths are, and helping him look for employment that would suit him.
And we got groups now in Louisville. We got the Zoom group, which the council started, and they employ something like 400 people now. And they're not in a sheltered workshop. They work at hubs, they work at the food places, and this is what I'm talking about, getting part of the community.
The public donations for the council keep us afloat. The support of businesses and companies of the council helps us remain strong, helps us with the outreach programs, and all the needs that we can meet in the community, which are just vital to families.
I know that every dollar that is raised truly goes to support the mission of the council, which is making sure that our children and our loved ones who have special needs and developmental disabilities really get the services and the respect and the dignity that they deserve.
So many people depend on the council to be there when they have a problem with whatever, transportation, public schools, finding a doctor, finding a church.
But we're still a long, long way to go. There's still a lot of people sitting at home. One, because there's no place for them to go, and two, because the parents themselves don't know that there's help available.
There's a tremendous amount of education that can be done. There are tremendous amounts of situations that come up where people are in crisis because a parent went into a nursing home and they have a disabled son or daughter and they don't know what they're going to do.
It doesn't matter who you are, who you want to be, the council is still your part of your future. The council can help you.
I just want to thank the council from the bottom of my heart for all these years that they have been there for Daniel and my family, and for helping him become the individual that he is. And we're just extremely appreciative, and can't thank them enough.
The council did all that to let me be who I am today.